welcome to another episode of Get Tech Smart Global Explosion. It is a mini limited series where I'm focusing on underrepresented tech talent around the world, putting a spotlight on the underdogs who are just slaying it in the tech industry. And this is part of my LinkedIn Accelerator program, Tech Innovation. So I am really excited to bring on here this lovely show, someone who is a lawyer and a techie, but not just any techie, right, Veronica?
That's right.
Yes, welcome here, Veronica Canton. You are like a global data privacy subject matter expert. And there's so
Yes.
much going on right now when it comes to data privacy, but how did you get into this sector in the first place?
Thank you so much, first of all, Flo, for having me here. I'm excited to be here. The first time I connected with data privacy was when I took a class in law school. I went to Notre Dame Law School in Indiana, and the way that the professor connected the data privacy material with everyday life was just fascinating. And from that point on, I made it a point to move my career forward to become a data privacy expert, not just in the US, but globally. I was born in El Salvador, grew up in San Francisco, and moved to the Midwest for law school. And so having that bicultural background and also being bilingual, I've been able to connect with global issues and also global clients who've had data privacy issues or needed advice. And it's also one of the reasons why I connected with and started doing work with the International Association for Privacy Professionals, and mostly volunteering, attending events. The thing that gave me the leg up, and me being a nerd at heart and really loving and enjoying data privacy and technology, is taking on certifications that provided me the foundation. And by having that foundation, I was able to get opportunities where I've had the opportunity to work with a couple of AmLaw 100 firms where I've been exposed to and been able to help clients with Herculean tasks, whether it was with data breaches or just counseling with their policies and procedures, and then connecting with the tech piece. I mean, technology is all around us, right? Computer, telephone, when we go shopping, when we're doing searches online, even if we go to a small shop, we're going to have, if we're having an electronic payment transaction, we're sharing our data. Yeah. So the impact and seeing how, there's a lot of misunderstanding on how data is managed and how companies manage that data. And it's really a win-win situation for everyone when we all understand it, right? We can protect consumers. We can help companies manage the data in a proper manner so that they comply with the law, that they keep consumers happy, and that they have consumer trust, while at the same time, they can comply with the law. So we have the government piece. So I think it's a win-win triadic paradigm.
Yeah. And you're doing a fantastic job, because when it comes to data privacy, it's not like we just have one law, right? That's globally available for everyone. There are multiple, right? Multiple regulations. And it's really difficult to keep up to date because you have the EU, you have California, and then we kind of have, what a lot of people call a patchwork of laws across the United States. So how do you keep up to date with everything?
It really, when you find something that you really enjoy doing, it's easy to spend maybe evenings or parts of the weekend working and learning about the work that you need to do. So for me, it's plain and simple, reading updates that I find on LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn is my go-to place to find other experts who are doing the same work I'm doing, to find trends, to find companies who need the support, and also to find companies and individuals who have issues and maybe they ask the questions. And it's given me a way to formulate a simple but direct way on sharing information. For example, with CCPA, making sure that companies know the updates that are going to happen in January 1st, where employee data is now going to be under the purview of CCPA, CCPRA. So it's LinkedIn has been key in me being able to keep up to date and a little bit of weekend work.
Yeah. And I'm glad you mentioned LinkedIn, because I started following you because I wanted to know a little bit more about data privacy and the global impact, especially, when it comes to the cybersecurity breaches, which are like on the high. It's ridiculous how terrible it is right now. But the other thing that I love is that you take the information that you study and then you share it with others on LinkedIn. And I learn from you. So you're learning from other experts. You're my expert that I go to. So I appreciate how you take the time to educate the community. But the other thing that I love is just the mentorship that you do, especially for if I can talk, young women, especially Latinos and Hispanics and women across the board in this sector. Can you talk a little bit more about the work that you do?
Absolutely. And thank you for saying that. That's work that really feeds my soul. When I was in law school, and even as I was starting to work as a newly graduate in the legal field, I've had amazing mentors who, even if they just shared half an hour, or they stayed in touch, they've provided me with a lot of key guidance that's helped me have a successful and honestly a very enjoyable legal career. And so I want to be part of that journey for other women who are trying to get into data privacy, into technology, and to share with people you don't need a technical background to get into these fields. You don't need a law degree to get into these fields. What you need is the time. Invest the time, you need to invest the resources. But again, because I've done it, I have now three certifications. I have the CIPT US for Europe. I have the CIPM certification. I've recently been a designated fellow in information privacy for IAPP. And
Wow.
so for me to share those steps that I've taken with others, it's a beautiful thing to see others reach their goals. And so honestly, a little selfish, but it really feeds my soul to help others, in particular women, get into this industry. It's a fun industry, it's lucrative. The salaries that we can make in these industries can have a huge impact on our families, and the technology and the changes just keep things interesting. And so we can keep learning.
I love it. And this is exactly why I said, can you come on my show? So thank you so much for taking the time and all the work that you're doing. I love it. Keep slaying in the tech industry, especially with data privacy, and keep posting. Please keep posting so
Yes,
I can keep learning. So thank you so
you
much,
got it.
Veronica, for taking your time. If you want to learn more about data privacy careers, we'll put a link to her LinkedIn and you can reach out. Trust me, follow her. You will learn so much. And stay tuned for more episodes of Get Tech Smart Global Explosion.